Well, good evening, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the High School Esports League Rocket League Finals. Been a long fall semester for all of you, and I'm sure that we're going to have an excellent best of seven here to round out what has been a brilliant year. Of course, these two teams fighting for $3,000 dollars in scholarship money. It's going to be a great evening. I'm Ira Leak. I'm joined by my very good friend Digital Bacon and two very young teams. Bacon. We cast a lot of Rocket League. These are two of the youngest teams. Bright, bushy-eyed, ready to go and ready to get honestly a lot of money towards what will be crucial education going forward.
Yeah, but not a lot of inexperience here, our league. Let's have a quick look at these two teams as we're going to have Rock Canyon High School going up against the Ridgewood Maroons. A big shout out there on Maroons. And it's one that a lot of the players from Rock Canyon have had a little problem with. Brendan, of their last play-ins for the RLRS, making it to top 12. So just that mark off, an experienced player already jumping into the lobby for me, Olik, looking at this, definitely Maroons are the favourites. What with their history going into last season, we'll break that down in between the breaks, of course, as the players are hopping into the lobby. Olik, do your thing.
Let's play some Rocket League. Again, best of 7. So if you're brand new to the scene, that is pretty simple. First to 4 wins everything, of course. Us as casters, we'd love to see a best of 7. It means that we're going to be going about an hour or so. So sit down, get comfy, grab some snacks, and let's see what these young talents have in store for us. Halo with an early save from Sebwood. Entity challenging for the ball. Picks up the 100 boost, a good steal. As Brendan now looking to block Vagabond. It's a double commit with Sebwood, but good news for Sebwood is he's able to continue to play. Brendan now bringing it in himself. Navigates his way past Sari. Unfortunately, goes a little bit too far. And so far, it has been excellent offense from the Maroons.
Yeah, nice and safe at the same point as well, where these two teams just trying to feel each other out. How are they playing today? How are they going to press forward? That's why we're getting these big long clears. Good stuff from Brendan, though, not going to be able to get the final touch. And Ari puts it away to safety.
Brendan, again, keeping this offense up. Entity with a nice little pinch there. Brendan going to get it onto the backboard. Sebwood's got an open net to go for, and that is our first goal of the finals. Sebwood on the scoreboard.
1 minute and 4 seconds is all it took for the Maroons to really make their mark. Nice little play of Brendan here, knowing that it's harder to get that drop, instead putting him nice and safe above the crossbar. Allow Sebwood to jump on in and get that free touch on it. 1-0, and already a statement made early.
So Rock Canyon with some very good early offense, paying off. Entity with another shot. Halo looking to bring this one away. Rock Canyon needing a bit more defensive might, perhaps. They need to be stronger on their clearances to break this siege that's currently undergoing the team. And that's another open net for Sebwood to go for. I tell you what, his teammates are doing an excellent job of dragging out this defense and gifting him the opportunities. Though Bacon, they sometimes say that the most difficult shot is one's onto an open net. Sebwood, cool as you like.
Sebwood's got good accuracy. Notice how he approaches the ball. He's not trying to rush it. He's waiting for it to connect with the wall so he can get the cleanest touch. It's a skill that in these high competitive environments is actually quite hard to hold on. When you're playing ranked, you don't think about it all, but coming into this, where you're a bit panicky, League, you've got to hold that nerve.
Entity all missing his shot there. Vagabond knocking into the ground, gives Rock Canyon a bit of possession, but again, given straight away to Sebwood, goes central, but Rock Canyon back in their rotations. Halo going to start this counter-attack, honestly, the longest amount of pressure that Rock Canyon have had so far. Brendan, going for the flip, going for the spectacular. It clatters off the crossbar, and it allows Rock Canyon to move away. Brendan going to take this one round the world off his own backboard. Lovely control, passes over to Entity. Wonderful combined clearance from the two of them, and Rock Canyon is sent back to square one.
And now this is all going to be about how Rock Canyon approaches this net. That's a nice attempt at a breakaway. Good follow-up coming from Vagabond. They're getting the ball in front of net here, Arlie, but they're not able to finish off. And it's because their rotations are a little bit wonky at each other. You notice how they're not lining up. These double commits are going to hurt them as it's a lot of overused boost. And they need to be communicating with each other and trusting in each other.
Harry, again, lackadaisical in defense, caught out. Brendan, cut out by Vagabond. 2 minutes left of our game number 1. And though it hasn't been all the Maroons so far, Rock Canyon yet to carve out a great opportunity. Sebwood. Entity looking to follow, but Sebwood misses his touch over the top of Brendan. Oh, great touch onto the backboard there from Brendan to save his team. And that's a miss there from Vagabond coming in. Ari not able to navigate his way past Brendan, but Halo's there at the last. And his team just about recovers. So Entity, the pressure still continues. Sebwood goes up and Ari, nice way to angle his car, gets it under the opposing blue player. But again, the siege continues. Brendan on target now. Halo with the save. Rock Canyon, they're living charmed lives at the moment.
Yeah, Rock Canyon just holding on 2 goals, the differential. Still an opportunity to get, and you can see that the Maroons are being respectful here. League. Brendan, the star player, of course, from the Maroons, has fallen back into a much more defensive role. He is the 3rd man to this, and he's just holding up that defense and making sure nothing gets past. They're playing a super smart game here, knowing that 2 goals is all they need right now.
It's a very chaotic rotation on the other side from Rock Canyon. It's worked in their favor for the last 2 minutes, though they still have no goal to show for it. Sebwood off the top of the box. Brendan with the doink onwards to Sebwood, but cut out by Ari. Brendan got some boost to work with. Gets the flip reset as well. Oh, look at this, onto the corner. Vagabond read him like a book, but the ball's still loitering. Ari finally getting it away, but straight back in from Sebwood. Entity looking for the 0-angle goal. Doesn't come through. All 3 blue players swarming that orange triangle. But Ari finally gets it away. It's still 2-0. A goal needed now from Rock Canyon if they are to get back into game number 1. But as has been the case when they have been near the blue goal, the offense, the drive just fades away, and this is going to be goal number 3. No, the ball will touch the ground. Maroons win 2-0 in game number 1. Some signs of life, don't get me wrong, Bacon, from Rock Canyon, but they need to be calmer under pressure. You look at that Maroons offense, 3, 4, 1 shot on target, every player getting involved. Rock Canyon had some open net situations. Had one of their players been in the right position, 2 shots on target, they've got to be more lethal than that.
Yeah, but you look at how Rock Canyon are playing. Their main focus is the defense, which the backline defense does need to get cleared up. We're seeing a couple double commits coming out there. And their main focus is on that midfield. They want to hold it, and their idea of getting goals, League, is just to keep hammering away at that backboard until they can finally get an open net scenario to shoot upon. The problem is they're not making good of those chances, are they? They've got to get a little bit quicker. I'd say a half rotation from the 3rd man could near enough reward the millions right now. The problem is they've got to be bold. They've got to make that decision to put in a bit of bravery, have that courage, and get the goal. We're going into game 2 right now. Maroons 1-0 up, and already you can see that on the charge.
Away the ball goes then, after yet more offense from the Maroons. Entity trying to pinch the ball down. What a pass that is. Brendan wasn't on the same wavelength, though, choosing to be more conservative. And Sebwood now gives up to Vagabond. Is this going to be the first Rock Canyon goal? No, double commit, but the save from Brendan. And away it comes. Entity trying to get the extra flick on there. Doesn't come through. Vagabond down to Ari now, who tries to get the touch, but Sebwood was there. Halo misreads the touch, and Sebwood should be able to get this one away. Countered by Vagabond. In comes Ari, and it's a shot that goes wide and not at all handsome.
An interesting opening as well, as Brendan is right on the charge for that. Good touch from Ari. It's been fantastic in defense to get these clears. My problem here, League, though, is that throw downfield. Trying to buy space, trying to allow time for teammates to move forward. The problem is, though, it's handing it straight over the defender. And hits like this, as a result of it, are easier to save. You want to keep that ball closer. You want to bear hug it. That's something the Rock Canyon guys just need to really pick up and hold on to that ball.
Entity with a nice, neat little touchdown to Sebwood, trying to navigate their way around the offense from Rock Canyon. Vagabond now destroys Brendan, so they're going to be 1-man light here. In comes Ari, but Sebwood again, as he has so often in game number 2, been so aware on that backboard. Vagabond looking to get the pass back into center, doesn't come through, and Ari with the back pass. Good awareness from both of those 2 teammates. It's through here. Brendan on the backboard gets it away. Can Ari cut it out in midfield? Yes, he can. This is the best amount of pressure, the best sustained pressure that we have seen from Rock Canyon so far. Around the corner, it's an open net, and where's the 3rd man in? once again, Bacon, it doesn't come five. No, it comes through. Halo chips it over everyone. And with 3 minutes left of game number 2, we have our first orange goal.
Yeah, I bet everyone at home is scratching their heads over the Maroon defense there, though. Questions have got to be asked for that cheap little pop right at the end. That should have been cleared away, League. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board, and we've seen what they can do in the past, especially from Sebwood. When they go for these solo plays, and that's something which I'm sure you've noticed as well, it's been a lot of solo plays. No one really passing between each other. Both teams need to pick up on that, because the first one that does will be so destructive.
So, answers for the blue team. When will they come? Can they find them? Again, struggling to get out of their own half right now. The chaotic nature of these orange rotation. We were saying it at the end of the first game. They were starting to work for Rock Canyon. And Brendan looking to pinch it off the backboard. Entity doesn't commit in game number 1. I feel like he would have done that. Good 50-50 as well, as you say. And Sebwood, great pinch to get it out from his own half. Brendan throws this one towards net, off his own backboard from Halo. Sebwood, again, they just need to find this confidence again, I feel, the Maroons. We saw some very good stuff from them in the first 4 minutes of game number 1. Just abandon them, nice flick in, and Ari with the save.
Yeah, NC a little bit too far forward on that one. Got to hold back, and Rocket League is all about momentum in every scenario, from defense to attack. And in that case, they need to be a bit back and flying up into it, instead of just trying to wait for it to come to him. You do not have that time. At this level of gameplay, everything is so fast.
Nice challenge again from Mari. Although the Boyle loitering. Harry again with a big save, much as we've seen Sebwood do well in defense up until this point. Same can be said of Ari. Entity now with the chip, gets it over Harry as well. Entity all on his own! Entity all on his own! What a goal from Entity to tie this game!
Oh, this is a goal he's going to be telling his friends at school tomorrow. What a play from Entity. Great control up in the air. He's like a beautiful ballerina. He is definitely put on a show.
1-1. And a dagger to Rock Canyon hopes. Score 1, maybe keep out the Maroons for the rest of the game. That might have been the game plan. It's out the window now.
Always love a good overtime. Our league stays like this for the next minute, and we will be getting one.
Of course, overtime, if you're not too familiar with how Rocket League works, it's pretty simple. It's a golden goal scenario. First one to score wins the game. But right now, looking more likely to score is the Maroons. Confidence has been rebound. Ari, though, again with another flip inwards to the center. Halo now looking to try and... Oh, fake out everyone! Oh, my word! Who needs a defense?
Like,
the Maroons do.
Absolutely putting this ball above his head like a halo and popping that over the two defenders. Defense not lined up perfectly. This is what I was talking about earlier with momentum. Our league and how they were sort of stuck on that close post. You wanted to be sweeping around on that back post to confront it. They're going to definitely be feeling the pinch on that one, Maroons, but Sebwood with a redeemer.
And so, the gates hath opened.
Oh, let there be a flood.
Let there be a flood. More goals, please. 2-2 the scoreline now, and no matter how good offensive work Rock Canyon seems to do, there does seem to be an answer for everything from the Maroons. Seb would look to get off the backboard. No double touch for him. Entity keeps it up high, setting up Brendan. Another great interception in the air from Ari. Stopping the play before it continue. Helps out of his own half. And Brendan now looking to help this one on to assist his team, but there's no one looking to follow at the moment. Vagabond again misses his touch off the wall. I've seen him do that a couple of times.
I'm happy of this though, Irely. That last little bit of play was just safe. You can see that both teams are quite happy right now with an OT. They're not going to want to risk too much in those final seconds when anything crazy could happen. Take it to an OT, try and get this early control of kickoff, and you could get so much from it. And definitely so far, Rock Canyon have ball just getting cleared away from Brendan.
It's been a week where overtime has very much been in the headlines of Rocket League esports. Of course, we saw our longest LAN overtime at the Rocket League Championship Series this weekend. Of course, I'm curious to see if these players are going to have the stamina to go 9 minutes plus themselves,
we
or
have the
whether
stamina as casters, that's also a big question.
that is a big
I'm still holding on to consecutive years as overtime caster, but this right now was not a long one at all. Sebwood has been absolutely golden. Brendan coming in as the star player on the stat sheet, but Sebwood making most of these finals, putting his name right up on the podium. Second goal of the second game. He got 2 in the first as well, and he has been champion of the Maroons.
Well, you got to say, for Rock Canyon, that is a little bit worrying. Twice they went ahead in this game, Bacon. Twice they lost the lead. And, well, no third time's the charm. You seem to have found something within the stats, though.
So interesting right now. So we're playing on US West servers right now, of course. We've got 2 high schools, of course, quite far across the country from each other. And we're staying on the US West servers. The guys over on the Maroons have had the option to go over to US East if they want it. But no, they're quite liking the server. So for once in a blue moon, it does happen. But we've got a good server. And it's interesting that the Maroons, at a ping disadvantage, are wanting to stay on it. They're feeling comfortable, they're feeling in the zone, and that's a massive mindset right now for them, isn't it? Where you don't want to change anything up if you're winning.
Praise RNG. And, nice interplay there. Vagabond trying to get the dunk on Brendan. But what he does so well is he looks to get that ball off to the side, away from the car, rather than straight ahead, as you would see many a ranked player panic and do so. Still excellent. Rock Canyon attacking. Oh, and Brendan, he got kind of Goomba stomped, and he's still bringing out saves left, right, and center. When the team need a leader, Brendan has been there. He gets it out of defense, and that is job well done.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had a couple of plumbers in the lobby as we continue with this. Great clearances coming out from the Maroons at the moment, and it is a massive progression downfield. It's early. When you long boost like that, the cleverest choice is just to clear it downfield, try and get some boost from the midfield, and restore yourself. Oh, that ball slightly too high, but the follow through from Entity is so good.
He's been going for fancy-looking plays all day long, Entity. Sebwood, should he put it away? Maybe, but Entity's just cool as you like. Just, flip it onto your roof in the air and just... I got this. 1-0 to the Maroons, and the bleeding is not stopping, Bacon. Rock Canyon had a really good game too. They just lacked that final finish when it came to overtime. Once again, it is them in the chasing position in game number 3. Of course, if the Maroons do win this game, that puts them onto match point. We could be done in 4 games. Rock Canyon will be wanting anything but that.
Yeah, I definitely was not expecting a sweep in these finals, and still don't. Rock Canyon have so much more left. This bounce out, good stuff. Halo going in for the bump. Was going to leave that behind for Ari. Unfortunately, wires got crossed and communication was lost in the fold. Vagabond with a nice clear out to midfield and a good chase down. They need to now play midfield Rock Canyon because they cannot allow the Maroons into their half. We've seen how dangerous it's been before, and it's still going on. Sebwood threading the needle is going to get the second goal.
And so we are back to our game 1 scoreline, 2-0. Of course, Rock Canyon were able to hold any more goals out from here on out, but we need to see more offense from them. Their defense has been shaky in game number 1. It was shaky in the last couple of minutes. At this point, Bacon, is it just a case of going all-out offense and hoping to find that good minute of... Well, I mean, look at it this way. They had such good sustained pressure in game number 2, and they were asking questions of the defense. They didn't allow them onto offense. Maybe that is the way to go. I don't know. Another double commit there on offense as Vagabond comes in. Halo trying to get it off the backboard, squeeze off the backboard to no avail.
Double commit there, though. This is a double commit in defense. That was a massive chance to take away the save from Entity, though. I saw that he was wearing the 0-2 profile pick earlier. I didn't think he wanted the scoreboard to stay at that as well.
He's being nice, showing mercy to his rivals. Again, $3,000 of scholarship money on the line. I would hope that wasn't intentional. Ari round the corner, in comes Vagabond. Again, the pinch not favoring Rock Canyon in terms of any sort of an attack. Halo now looks to go by himself off the backboard. In comes Vagabond again, misses his touch. Ari, weak touch into the center, and that wasn't the greatest clearance by Entity. Vagabond's got an open net, but Sebwood with the slightest, the deftest of touches off to the corner. Again, it's another save on the board for Maroons.
Yeah, and one thing that might have gone a little bit unnoticed is how Entity is playing at the moment, Arlie. He has just been out of his side of the field, just stealing boosts from the midfield. That is why these follow-ups are not coming through from Rock Canyon. You'll notice this ball go in front of net, but no one's really quick enough to follow up onto it. And it's because Entity has not been defending, but just been playing the tactical game, which is something you don't regularly see.
I do love a bit of strategy myself, but right now any strategy that works will be a strategy that I think Rock Canyon will employ. They're rotating through their options and running out rapidly. Just over 1 minute left on the clock to find 2 goals. Oh, and that's a massive whiff in defense. Make that 3.
Big blunder here. A brain fart if I've ever seen one. Sebwood just putting a nice shot on target, don't get me wrong, but defense not able to reach it. Not really expecting that hit from that angle, purely because by how the Maroons have been playing so far early, they're going off the backboard. They weren't expecting a shot from there to come in.
This will be a first reminder, by the way, if you're interested in joining the High School Esports League, sign-ups are available now for the winter season. Vagabond might very well want to be there himself. That's his first goal of the day. Certainly from what I've seen so far, Bacon, the one with the most catching up to do in terms of pace, that will do his confidence the world of good as he brings it back to a 2-goal game.
Yeah, and just quick throwback to the Winter Open that is going on. That is going to, the registration closes on the 16th of January, so make sure you go sign up for that. It'll be a 6-week season, and even if your school does not sign up for it, you can sign up on the solo. But look at this little solo coming out from Sebwood.
That is another goal to Sebwood's name. That is his hat trick. 3 shots on target, 3 shots converted. And oh, so short was that sort of resurgence of confidence from Rock Canyon, or only for them to be taken away 4-1 in game number 3. Maroons on the precipice of match point in this best of 7. What do Rock Canyon have left in them, or has everything been expended already? Downfield, the drive from Ari. Up high, Halo with misses. Vagabond tries to get it near enough the net. The pressure, you can see they're trying to work something together, Bacon, but it's all grasping at straws at this point. Vagabond, that's a good shot, but it goes high off the crossbar. The save coming through from Sebwood as it's registered there. It's back to the drawing board. They need to come up with a version 2.0, Bacon, otherwise we will be waving goodbye to Rock Canyon and hello to HSEL champions Maroons. They've got 1 game to save their season.
Yeah, what a massive turn of events as well, from having very close game 2 to coming into game 3, and Maroons really stepping it up. Incredible stuff coming out from them, from the Maroons side. I'm looking at Rock Canyon here, our league, and just thinking to myself, they've got to go through what so many past champions have gone through before, and that is reverse sweep. If they can pull it off, they can hold their heads high, just near enough being able to achieve an unobtainable feat from many. Whereas the Maroons right now, this is looking easy street. Sweep City could be coming out. They just got 1 more game, 1 more goal possibly to find.
Sebwood brings it out. Entity sees what his teammate was doing, continues to play. Around the corner, Harry cuts this out. Brendan waiting, lying in wait in midfield, and got plenty of boost, flicks it over 1, and he's going to carry this all the way in. I thought Sebwood was going to steal the goal there, but Brendan confirmed that is goal number 1 on the board already in the first 30 seconds. If Rockwood don't score, that's your series.
Yep, looking at that, Brendan wanting to try and reclaim maybe that last spot as the real star of Ridgewood Maroons there. Sebwood has been on fire all day, and Brendan, like we said, has been more demoted to a defensive role. It's a good strategy for this team, putting your most experienced player on defense, no doubt. But this entire team right now has got great chemistry. This, though, very, very cheeky.
It's the Brendan show.
Oh.
And that is a lovely lift over the top of the final defender to make it 2-0 for his high school. Rock Canyon might as well be feeling rock bottom at the moment. All the work to do in the next 4 minutes.
Well, we have to remember as well here, Iron League, last season, Rock Canyon getting knocked out by the Maroons in the group stages.
Yeah.
So they have felt the harshities of Ridgewood before. They could be feeling it up here on stream in the finals once again. They do still have 3 minutes and 45 seconds to redeem themselves, to reclaim any chance. The light at the end of the tunnel is still there, no matter how dim it is. It all comes down to Ari, Vagabond, and Halo to really dig deep, find the energy, and get themselves out of this mess.
The Hail Mary becoming more and more likely an option now. Ari, midfield, launch this was one, the boomer from downfield, and there is that man again, Brendan, in the midfield, in the defense, in the offense. It doesn't matter where you put him. He's doing some good things today. He's doing the job that his team needs. Halo now, looking to get it past Brendan. He does, but he gets over the top. Ari inward, and it's Brendan again, scooping it out from the goal mouth.
Oh no. Lad is just absolutely on fire. Bouncer into the post. Sebwood will just get that away. You could feel that onslaught coming. The problem right now, Ridgewood, they need to get this safely downfield because this pressure will continue. They're so low on boost, the Maroons. They've got to hold off against Rock Canyon. They do have the ball down their opponent's end, but knows how slow they are to respond to it. Rock Canyon really needed to hammer back right there and then.
Halo waits out. Oh, nice little dribble round 2. Again, it's you know I'm going to say it, Brendan there again. Just waiting, lying in wait for those players to come through. Entity and Sebwood looking to combine. Doesn't happen on this occasion. Just over 2 minutes left on the clock. Ari. It's just Brendan. And Brendan too slow to react. It's a 1-goal game. And that light at the end of the tunnel, Bacon, it's gotten a little bit brighter.
Ari has just quickly hopped in a minecart or something, got on the tracks, and started progressing towards that light. It's still a long, long way away. We cannot express that enough. And Brendan, he is just heartless.
There is no words, really. That is the second time in this best of 7 where after Rock Canyon think they've done something so well, it just disappears right in front of their very eyes. Once again, it really is. It really is. 2 goals to find once again. That's a difficult touch off the backboard for Brendan, especially with a double commit in tow, but Sebwood and him combined well in the end, and that's a miss from Halo. Entity stays, lurks in the goal mouth, but Halo brings it out. Vagabond with a nice touch. Looking to go around the corner, gets the win. And, is Ari quick enough? No, they aren't. Halo, nice touch in. Vagabond, again, there's 2 lying on wait in goal on the backboard. They've gone all defense now. Have the Maroons, and why not as
Vagabond.
well? And again, it's another whiff.
Yeah, and it's just these small whiffs. We've noticed it from Rock Canyon all night long. It is just that little difference in experience coming into this. Ridgewood High's Maroons were, of course, the favorites, weren't they? But they are absolutely popping off. Rock Canyon not ready for it, it seemed. But they have played their hearts out on the pitch. Still do have chances. We cannot express that enough. 55 seconds, we have seen it before, haven't we, Arlie? Being able to get 2 goals. But it is a momentous task.
Brendan, that's another shot on target. Halo to the rescue. 40 seconds. Oh, that is an open net, and they both missed it. Oh no! Oh, Pepe hands, and is Entity going to make it 4? No, is Brendan going to make it 4? Yes. It doesn't get more painful than that, folks.
Oh, Brendan coming in with 4 goals. No one else is allowed to score for Ridgewood High Maroons. It's the Brendan show to close off their game tonight. Who knows, 28 seconds left. It could all change. But for Rock Canyon, this for them is just going to feel like such a bitter end.
Oh, you hate to see it, Bacon. You hate to see it. Well, you know what, Rock Canyon, fair dues. You looked competitive. You gave it your all. Is there a consolation goal? No. You know what? In game number 4, it's Brendan's 4 that sees them through in a 4-0 sweep. It's Ridgewater, the Maroons, who are your HSEL fall champions. $3,000 of scholarship money going their way. What a complete performance, and especially in that last game, Bacon. Brendan came out, he stood tall, and he secured that win in what was no doubt a high-pressure situation for all 3 of those players.
Yes, but notice how he couldn't do that on his own. He had to utilize his 2 teammates. Entity getting a hat-trick of assists, and Seb would getting 1 as well. And Seb would also being more pushed into a defensive role, swapping places with Brendan for that last game. This is a team that has got a lot of potential, just not on the high school circuit, but as well, you could see them maybe progress even higher towards a more competitive scene. Have to give it to Ridgewood High. They have somehow molded talent after talent after talent here in the Maroons. And that is always exciting to see, isn't it, Ira League?
Always is, always is. I love looking at young talent coming through. And if it inspires some of you to play Rocket League, of course, if you're still younger than us, if you're still in high school, well younger than us, certainly, be sure to check out the High Sports the High School Esports League. I knew I was going to make that flub at one point, right? There's not just Rocket League, of course. There's many games to look over. Still time to sign up for that winter season. So be sure to peruse over. There's more action coming as well later on down the line, like Rainbow Six, for example. So much to look forward to. And with Rocket League, certainly from my perspective, I hope there's more to look forward to from our side, Bacon. I love looking at different scenes. This is actually my first specific North American broadcast as well. So it's super exciting to see these guys coming through on the NA stage.
Yeah, and I've definitely seen quite a bit of high school esports going on before. Across NA, it's got such a wide sweeping talent. Schools getting right behind it, of course. Clubs getting set up, so just make sure that you go sign up to your local school. Try and get them involved, and even if your school isn't looking to get involved, like we said, with the Winter Open coming on up, your school doesn't have to be involved. Just you yourself try and get involved. Like we said, registration for that will be closing on the 16th of January. And then the tournament will be starting from the 17th, running on through right to the end of February. So if you want to get involved, just want to experience a competitive atmosphere as well, it cannot be understated, can it, Ira League, of how getting involved with competitive Rocket League makes you near enough rise leaps and bounds through your ranked experience as well. You can really get up those ranks if you're a champ 1 at the moment. Who knows, by March you could be champ 3, what with the extra experience you gain from this. So make sure you head on over and sign on up. But I think with that, Ira League, we're pretty much done.
Yeah, I believe so. To chat, thank you all so much for watching. If you're interested, tune in tomorrow, by the way, same time, 6 p.m. Central Time, where we have the final of our games for this fall semester. Counter-Strike Go, it's ready to go. As I say, same time tomorrow, so be there, be square. You know, I'm just running. I didn't come prepared with listen, I don't come prepared with this top quality comedy. It's all off the cuff. I do prepare some of the jokes at home. I'm so sorry, folks. But listen, we'll see you then. I'll probably be popping into chat at some point. We hope to see you again soon, certainly in the Rocket League scene. He's been Digital Bacon. A big thank you to Pythian behind the scenes as well, doing all of the broadcast stuff. Without him, you won't be able to see what's going on. So thank you so much, Python. Thank you so much to the whole broadcast crew behind the scenes as well. I've been Ira Leak, and from all of us here, it is a very warm goodbye.